Your family inheritance may soon come with a huge price tag in the form of an increased estate tax. Gerri Willis has more on what it means for your money. She's in the Fox Business Newsroom with a special guest. Hey, Gerri.
Hey, Dagen, good to see you. Yeah, this estate tax, the death tax, is going to reset to 55% unless Congress gets its act together. Now, this week we had a compromise in place, but it fell apart. That compromise would have set the estate tax rate at 35% for estates of $5 million and more. But guess what? Liberal Democrats did not want that plan. Right here in the studio right now, Doug Flynn. He's an estate planner. He's going to talk to us a little bit about this. Doug, you say this is un-American, the death tax.
Well, it is because you pay your taxes while you earn your income. If you invest and save, you pay taxes on capital gains, and then you accumulate everything that you do throughout your lifetime, and you want to pass it down to your heirs, and they want to take half your money once again. So some people say you're being taxed 2 and 3 times on the same money.
Right, so you get taxed once, twice, 3 times. I got to tell you, I know a lot of people are frustrated with this. Are your clients frustrated with the fact that they don't even know what the rate's going to be?
Well, that's the problem. The problem is you can't really do any planning. You don't know if the number is going to revert back to what it was last year. That's one of the proposals. You don't know if it happens this year, if you pass away, what exactly to do. So it's a moving target. People can't plan, and when they can't plan, they do nothing, and that's not a good thing. You need to get in there and take a look at what would happen if you were to pass away today. What kind of situation would there be? There needs to be a fix, and they just haven't focused on it at all.
Doug, thank you for that. Dagen, of course, as you know, Obama wants to set the rate at 45%. But I got to tell you, we have no compromise in place right now. It's just as likely that the tax rate could reset to 55% come January 1st. So watch out for the death tax. It's coming.
And how did they let it expire in the first place? It's insane.
I'm on your page. You know, this really hurts American families. It hurts people who own their own businesses. You know, a lot of folks, at the end of the day, the rate is going to be $1 million. How many people do you know who have estates worth $1 million? It's actually a lot of Americans.
Many small business owners. Gerri, terrific stuff. Gerri Willis in the Fox Business Newsroom.
Now, the death tax, unfortunately, is alive and well, and it could take even more of your money here pretty soon. Gerri Willis is in our newsroom today with a special guest. Gerri?
Hey there, Connell. Yeah, that's right. The death tax could reset to 55%, believe it or not, by the beginning of the year if Congress doesn't act. Of course, they had a compromise in place, 2 senators putting together a compromise that would have meant 35% in taxes on estates of $5 million and more. But I got to tell you, it didn't hold together. Liberal Democrats put a stop to it. We want to talk more about this estate tax now. Joining me now, Doug Flynn. He's an estate planner. Doug, you say not only is the estate tax unfair, but it's also un-American.
Absolutely. You have business owners, you have landowners, you have grandma who owned her house for 40 or 50 years. You have people who have a lot of life insurance. If you don't own that in a trust, people don't realize that adds to your estate that are thrust into this. And after you accumulate all this and you've paid all your taxes, your heirs are going to have to pay taxes again after you're dead. That's just not fair. Estate
taxes 1, 2, 3 times the same money taxed 3 times. I know it's very frustrating for a lot of people. Are your clients? Are they frustrated not knowing what the tax rate is going to be?
Yes, some people don't even know that they're in this issue. Next year, if it reverts back to $1 million, a lot of people will be thrust in there, but it's very hard to plan. An estate plan you had last year is invalid this year, perhaps, and might change again next year. But people don't want to spend the money to change their estate plan again and again and again, so they do nothing, and what's at risk could be a lot of money by doing nothing, and that's a problem.
A lot of money at risk, and a lot of people very, very unhappy with that death tax. Doug, thank you for that. Connell, back to you.
All right, Gerri Willis there in the newsroom.
You know what's scary? This year, well, Congress let the estate tax expire for a year, but in that, largely speaking, the step up in cost basis went away. When somebody dies, you don't pay what they paid for calculating tax purposes, what the person paid. You get a step up on the day of death. It's that's the price in calculating tax. It went bye-bye for large estates. Watch how much money that could raise, and watch Congress see that as a revenue raiser.
We'll keep an eye on that. There's a lot of things that are out there, and that's definitely one of them.
I'm a nerd, but I love taxes, and it would rip up decades of tax preparation and tax law. Unbelievable.
Good point. There you have it.